Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, so clear guys about the resume preparation and all. Any questions? Yes. Okay, so Afifa, you asked one question, right? How to manage that gap? Okay, so usually ladies will have this
Yes,
problem.
sir.
Okay, 10 years gap and all will be there. So for gents, you can mention anything. Okay, so I worked for another technology. Even ladies also, you can mention the same work. I worked for another technology, or I just tried for the government jobs. Later I moved to the IT. Okay, sometimes you will expect these questions. Okay, you completed MBA, right? Why you came this side? You completed BA, right? Why you came this side, IT side? Okay, very rarely you can experience these questions, guys. Very rarely. Okay, they will ask you why you completed MBA and you came to IT side. They will ask you these questions and all. Tell them, okay, it's my passion, or else like tell them, okay, so I tried I completed the graduation. After that, I tried. I did not get any fruitful opportunities on my domain, so I just switched my domain from a okay particular sector to this particular IT sector and all. You can mention, be frank about that, not an issue. Okay, it's they will just casually they're asking. Okay, if you just mention, okay, no, nothing. If you're trying to like tell the what like uh, don't tell any lies, try to be frank. So why you came to IT side, just tell them, okay, I did not get any opportunities on the domain, so I just switch it to the IT side. Okay, right? So like that, or else I just attended a campus interview. Fortunately, I got an opportunity, then I just jumped into it. That's it. Okay, you can tell this answer also. I just attended some pool campus interview, so fortunately I got an opportunity. I was selected in the reasoning and all, and that written test. Then uh, they selected me. Then I just learned something about the technology. They just asked me some basic interview questions. Don't tell everything. I just selected in some. I just attended a pool campus interview. Fortunately, I was shortlisted. So from then onwards, my technology is changed. My domain is changed. Okay, you can mention like that. Why? Because in the pool campus and all, they will ask you any graduate. It's not like computer graduate only, nothing like that. Okay, so you can mention that reason. And for like, if you have 10 years gap, how to manage that gap? Simply you can try, okay, I tried for a government jobs, okay, or else like I worked in different sector, okay, in different technology. I worked for different technology. Then I switch it to the SQL DB. So you can mention anything, right? Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts here? Guys, everyone?
Shanmugh sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, they are asking, you don't have any offers in your pipeline. They are asking, sir, what should I say?
No, forget about those questions. About this, whatever we discussed now, ask the questions if you have
Okay, sir.
anything about the resume and all. I'll tell
Okay,
you.
okay,
Okay, you
sir.
can ask that question. I'll
Okay,
tell you. Okay.
okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, about this, it is
Sir,
clear, right?
company
About
5
resume
years
and all.
means
Yeah.
two companies we can place, or
Five
only one
years,
company
two
is enough, sir?
companies. It's better to put two companies. Okay.
Two companies. Okay, sir.
Sometimes you
Okay,
can
sir.
go for one company also, but again, you have to go by 5 years. So 5 years means you have to like go by at least two companies. Okay, one company is sometimes
Mm.
difficult to manage. Again, you will
Two
get the
companies,
same
two
questions.
projects.
Yeah,
Okay.
one company
No.
5 years they did not you did not get any chance to be permanent like that. They will ask you again if you don't
Yes.
satisfy your answer and all, then that is a big problem. Okay.
Yes, sir, they are asking that only, sir. Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Uh,
Right. Five
two
years.
companies, two
Two
projects you can
companies,
place.
yes,
Yes.
two companies, two projects or three projects you can mention. Okay, two projects
Yes,
are
sir.
fine. Again, why three projects? Not an issue.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes.
right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions from resume side? Okay, so I'm going to forward you the sample resumes. Prepare your resumes. Whatever we discussed, apply all the things. Okay, change the company names, client names, and all. Don't include whatever I gave. Don't simply change your name, IP. What is that? Email ID and mobile number and all that. I can also do. Why you have to do? Okay. So don't only change these things. You have to change your projects and all. Try to change it and make sure personal details also you are going to change. Okay. Right. Clear. Clear, guys. Any issues? Any doubts here? Everyone.
So minimum qualification is degree
Minimum
only, no, sir?
qualification, nothing like that. Minimum qualification, maximum qualification. You can go for a diploma also. Sometimes you will get the chances for diploma also. It's not like only you should have a BTech or like a BSc or any graduation, nothing like that. 1 minute, guys. Hello. Right. Okay. So fine. Right. Let me jump into this common questions, some silly questions, what they are going to ask. Okay. All right. Let me open this notepad. Right. So you will get these questions, guys. Sometimes how many servers you are supporting, how many servers you are supporting. Okay. And how many databases you are supporting. And of course, where is your office? Where is your office? Okay. Which floor? How many teams are there? How many team members are there? What is the team size? You can mention it as what is your team size? What is your team size? What is the biggest database? What is the biggest database you worked? Okay, how many physical machines or virtual machines? Or how many prod servers, non-prod servers? Prod and non-prod servers are there. How many prod and non-prod servers are there? And what else, guys? Any questions, guys? You are already experiencing the interviews, right? Attending the interviews and all, right? Any other questions? What is your shift? Any shifts are there? What is your shifts? Okay, and what is your on call? Have you support on call? Okay, I'll explain what is this on call and all. If yes, how? Weekly on call, monthly on call? If yes, how? Okay, is it a daily, weekly, or monthly? Okay, 12 hours or 24 hours? 12 hours on call or 24 hours on call? Okay, I'll explain all these things. Any other questions, guys? And what is your company name? Revenue. Okay, revenue, employees, number of employees of your company. Number of employees of your company. And do you have PF number? Do you have this question? You won't get this question from your technical interviewer, but in the HR round and all, you will get this question. Do you have PF number? Okay. What else? What else, guys? Anything I'm missing? Let me know. These are the maximum questions they will ask you. Okay. Let's discuss in case if I get any question, I'll update you. Okay. How many servers you are supporting? As discussed earlier, we discussed the answer for this question. You can tell, okay, see guys, some projects are there with 10 servers. Some projects are there with 20 servers. Some projects are there with 30 servers. So it's not like a benchmark. Okay, definitely these many servers should be there. Nothing like that. And don't tell too many servers. Okay, they won't believe. Don't tell 1,000 servers, 2,000 servers all and all. Okay, even 1,000 servers also, if you tell like that 1,000 servers, I don't believe you, I don't believe you. Okay, so they will immediately they will respond like this. You worked on 1,000 servers, you worked on 2,000 servers, I don't believe you. PT, very typical interviewers, they will behave like this. Very typical interviewers. 1,000 servers, it's not a big thing, guys, in the organization. 2,000 servers is not a big thing in the organization. Okay, so it's small thing only, but still some typical interviewers, they will only work 20 servers, 30 servers, or 100 servers. So what they will think if you said that 1,000 servers, they don't believe. Some interviewers, they don't believe. So you can mention anything. Okay, 200 to 600 servers, you can mention anything, any value from 200 to 600 servers. And again, immediately the next question, how many of them are prod servers, how many of them are non-prod servers? Okay, so you can mention, imagine 200 servers. In the 200 servers, 120 servers are prod. Make sure you are giving more prod servers. Okay, non-prod servers, usually prod servers will be more and non-prod servers will be less. Don't tell 120 non-prod servers and 80 production servers. Nothing like that. There is no ratio like that. Okay, prod servers are more and non-prod servers are less. Sometimes 100 prod, 100 non-prod will be there. Okay, for how many production are there, that many non-prod also will be there. Okay, so make sure you are giving a good number, or else like if you are giving more number to prod servers and less number to your non-prod servers. But don't tell in 200 servers, 190 servers are prod server, 10 servers are non-prod servers. 190 servers prod servers means, logically think logically, for every prod server usually we are going to maintain non-prod servers. 190 prod servers are there means how 10 servers are sufficient for 190 prod servers? Don't tell like that. Tell a reasonable value. Okay, 120 prod. And again, don't tell this answer. Everyone, please don't tell the same answer. You can change the server numbers and all. Someone you can mention 300, someone you can mention 200, someone you can mention 400. Okay, so 200 servers are 130, 120 prod servers, 80 non-prod servers. If you answer like this, so is it correct like that? Yes sir, my sir told like that only. Don't tell that answer. Okay, so it's now you are an employee, you are a professional now. Okay, so don't involve anyone in the interview, sorry, don't involve anyone in the interview. This you're working, right? You have to explain about your environment. Okay, so in 200 servers you can go for 120 or 110 prod servers, remaining 80 or 90 non-prod servers. Okay, this is how the ratio will be. How many databases you are supporting? Each server minimum 5 to 10 databases will be there. You can mention 200 servers, means you can mention anything. Okay, you mention 200 servers, but you are saying like 100 databases. You mentioned 200 servers, but you are saying 100 databases. Is it valid answer, guys?
No, sir.
No, right? See, you're having 200 servers. If you go for one database on each server, 200 databases will be there. Minimum on any server, 5 to 10 databases minimum will be there. So, okay, so you can tell the databases in thousands, no problem. 2000 plus you can tell. We are maintaining 2000 plus databases. Not an issue, guys. It's common on a server. You'll have minimum 10 databases or 5 databases. Happily, you can tell the answer 2000 plus databases or 2500 plus databases we are maintaining. What is the biggest database size in your organization? They will ask you, tell anything like 2 TB or 3 TB or 4 TB. Okay, 2 TB, 3 TB. Don't tell 20 TB, 30 TB and all. Then they will start asking questions on that. Okay, how you are maintaining a backup strategy for 20 TB database? How you are maintaining, okay, this when any issue is there, how you are going to fix on this on the 20 TB database? Don't tell very big database. Okay, tell reasonable database size like 2 TB, 3 TB. It's common. 2 TB, 3 TB, you can expect the database size. That's the maximum. That's the biggest database size, guys. That doesn't mean all the databases are 2 TB, 3 TB, 3 TB and all. That is the biggest database size in your organization. You may have 1 MB database also. You may have 1 GB database also. You may have 100 GB database also. But it is different. Okay, so biggest database size you can tell anything like 1 TB, 2 TB, 3 TB, 1.5 TB, 2.5 TB, 3.5 TB. Anything you can tell like that. Where is your office? Again, we have already discussed this question. Make sure which location and which company you are putting in the resume, you are keeping in the resume, and make sure the office location. Okay, CSC, if you mention CSC, check where is CSC in the Bangalore or where is CSC in the Hyderabad. And sometimes if there is no office for CSC in the Hyderabad, okay, then that's it. Guys, they are very not intelligent kinds. They will also apply their common sense while taking the interview. They will parallelly they will check in the Google CSC office locations, CSC company revenue, CSC company employees. Parallelly they will check in the Google. They will verify whether you are telling right answer or wrong answer. Don't think you can cheat them. Daily, see guys, they will take lot of interviews in 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. People also, okay, they are experienced guys. They are taking since 10 years. They know 90% fake will be there. They know what they have to ask. They can easily find out that you are fake or real by just asking these kind of questions and all. Okay, so make sure where is the location and database team size. They will ask what is your DB team size and all. Okay, so again, we are not developers. Okay, we won't be like a 40-50 members in a project. Hardly we will have 10 to 15. You can tell anything like 10 to 15 DBAs. 10 to 15 DBAs. Hardly if it is like big company, it is a 20 DBAs. 20-25 DBA team size will be there. Hardly, that is very hard. Okay, mostly 10 to 15 DBAs will be there any project. Where is your office, which floor? Make sure like you are giving proper floor, proper floors and all. Okay, and you just mention some office name. Okay, one IT park name, and you just mention floor 10, floor 20 if you mention. If there is no, they will also check the address, guys. Say for example, if your office doesn't have a dedicated building, they are like they are maintaining in a separate building. Might be they are like what you can say. They are maintaining in 8 and 9 and 10 floors in a big building. They will mention their address in the about us, right? Company website about us, Bangalore. This is the address, right? So parallelly, they will verify. The interviewer will verify whether you are giving proper address or not. So don't tell 20th floor, 40th floor and all. Okay, make sure in which floor it is there in case if you want, or else tell any floor like second floor, third floor, fifth floor, something like that. Minimum 4 or 5 floors will be there, right? So make sure you're giving proper answer. And again, guys, prepare before the interview itself these kind of questions, answers and all. After while interview, if you give any random, immediately you will get lot of okay, uh, like what you can say, immediately you will get lot of questions on your answers. So before only you have to prepare the answers for these questions, guys. Okay, right? And what is your team size? We discussed it, right? You can tell anything like 10 to 15. How is the biggest? What is the biggest database you worked? Okay, what is the biggest database you worked? So you can tell 1 TB, 2 TB, 1.5 TB, 2.5 TB, like that. How many prod or non-prod? What is your shifts? Okay, so usually, guys, commonly, okay, A, B, C shifts will be there. Okay, A, B, C shifts. A, morning shift, morning shift. B, okay, afternoon shift. And C, night shift. Okay, night shift. Don't tell ABC shifts and all, just tell them. Okay, we have morning shift, night shift, around the clock, 24/7 we have to support. So we have all the shifts. Morning shift is there, afternoon shift is there, night shift is there. So weekly once our shifts are going to change, or monthly once our shifts are going to change. Okay, they will ask you how regularly shifts are going to change. Don't tell daily. Of course, there are some projects there also daily shifts will be changed, but tell them, okay, weekly the shifts are going to change, or monthly the shifts are going to change. Okay, morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, these are the different shifts we have to support 24/7. Okay, and how many prod, what is your shifts, have you support on call? Okay, right, on call means what is meant by this on call support? On call means, guys, say for example, Diwali is coming, right? November 4th, I guess. Indian holiday, that is Indian holiday. But you cannot tell to client is paying money to you, guys. He is going to pay a lot of money to you. Do you know how TCS, Infosys and all will work? This TCS, Infosys and these companies will take lot of money from the client on behalf of you. They are going to give 8 lakhs package, 6 lakhs package, 7 lakhs package, right? Can you expect how much they are taking from the client? Any guess?
30, 40 like this.
30, 40 means 30, 40 lakhs, huh?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Yes, you are correct. Minimum 30, 40 lakhs, 4-5 times of your package will be there, guys. They will take 30, 40 lakhs from the client, and he is going to give you only 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs and all. Client will give you 30, 40 lakhs on you. Client is spending 30, 40 lakhs on your head. But your companies will give you 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs, 10 lakhs package. Okay, 4-5 times to your annual package. That much difference will be there. Some companies, some clients will give you monthly 5 lakhs package for you, but they will give you monthly 50,000, 10 times. Where is 50,000? Where is 5 lakhs? Sometimes you cannot expect that also. Okay, right? So yeah, we are discussing about this on call, right? Yeah. So Saturday, okay. So you cannot tell them, okay, today is Indian holiday, so we cannot support. Why? Because they are paying lot of money to you. How can you say we are not going to support today? Someone should be there to support, right? Someone should be there to support. That is called on call DBA, or on call support. Not only this Pongal and all, not only these festivals and all. At least say for example, 2 people are there in the shift. Okay, someone has to take emergency leave. Only one DBA will be there. Okay, if both took leave, no DBS will be there in the shift. If something happened, if something broken, then who is the responsible? Okay, or else 2 people are there. One person went to that taking lunch. when to take lunch and all. Okay, so only 1 dba should be available, at least 1 dba should be. The main purpose is at least 1 dba should be available 24/7 in any shift. At least 1 dba should be available. If 2 dbs are there, don't you are not supposed to go for lunch at a time. Or else if you go, not an issue, but if any call comes, if something happened, if the server is down, you will get call, guys, from your office. So and so server is down, can you please check it? You cannot tell, wait, I'm taking my lunch, I'll come and check. If the server is down, that is a P1 ticket, you have to check immediately. If any P4 tickets and all, then that's okay, that's fine. After P4 tickets, usually you don't get calls, guys. Only for P1, P2, sometimes P3 you will get the calls. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3 tickets. Okay, so on call means at least one person should be available 24/7. On call numbers will be there, on call portals will be there. In that portal you have to update your number. If something goes down, immediately they will call to some DBA team number. They will call to DBA team number, that is going to route it to your mobile, and you will get the call from the team. So and so server is down, can you please look into it urgently, on an urgent basis. Okay, immediately you have to log in and you have to check what happened and all. That is called on call. So in some companies, daily on calls will be there, daily one person will take care of it. In some companies, weekly, the whole week you have to take care. Next week another DBA is going to take care, next week another DBA, like that the on call is going to rotate between you. Sometimes monthly, whole month you have to take care, next month one more person will take care of it. If something happened, okay, sometimes, guys, there are again 12 hours on call is there, 24 hours on call is there. 12 hours means morning 6 to evening 6. If something happened, you will get the call. See, guys, here if you get the call, then only you have to work. If you don't get the call, not an issue. Even though you are working on Diwali holiday, it's not like on Diwali you have to connect and you have to work. No, on Diwali, if you get the call, you have to connect and you have to work. Otherwise, no need to connect. What the point, guys? Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
On call. Okay, so
Yes.
12 hours on call means morning 6 to evening 6, or else morning 8 to evening 8, like that 12 hours duration. Another, see, for example, you are working for 12 hours on call, morning 6 to evening 6. Then who is take care of evening 6 to early morning 6? Who is going to take care? Another DBA will take care of another 12 hours. Like that, the day will complete. Okay, sometimes 24 hours on call will be there. 24 hours, guys, horrible. Something happened at night 2 o'clock, you will get the call, you have to fix it. Oh, no, I'm getting sleep on. You cannot tell like that. Please, I'll check tomorrow, please don't call me now, or else you cannot switch off your phone. 24 hours on call, very rarely you can see this 24-hour on call, guys, but horrible, guys. Night time, if it is busy application, critical application, night time, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you will get the calls. You cannot skip, you cannot deny, you have to immediately join. Okay, that is your 24 hours on call. Okay, and revenue, I told you, right, what is the company revenue and how many employees are there. 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 employees are there. Make sure you can get this information in the Google itself, in the Wikipedia itself, you will get the information. Or if you type something about okay, about CSC, about DXC Technologies, you will simply get how many employees are there for DXC Technologies. Okay, so again, these things you have to remember, these things and all. Do you have PF number? Sometimes HRs will ask you, guys, when you put the resume, immediately you'll get on the first day, you'll get 10 calls or 5 calls, guys. Don't worry, okay, don't worry, those are not real calls. Like how we have fake consultancies also will be there. They will call you, okay, sir, client is ready, so can you take the interview now only? If you said, okay, I can take it, okay, then next minute they won't call you. They will, I don't know why they will simply play the games like this. Okay, they will simply call you and they will ask you, client is ready. No, client won't be available tomorrow. Okay, he is ready now, you have to take interview now only, like that they are going to force you. Tell them straight away, now I am in the meeting, or now I am in one activity. Okay, you can call me in the evening, or you can schedule me tomorrow. Sometimes they will call, they don't schedule, guys. Sometimes they will call you, that's it. They don't schedule, only in 10 calls, 2-3 calls will be scheduled. or 5 calls will be scheduled hardly. Don't worry, don't hesitate, and don't worry. Okay, I got interview call, I got interview call. Don't tense, guys. Nothing. It's very common. You will get a lot of calls, but they don't. Those calls not going to convert into interview. They are not going to schedule the interview. Okay. So do you have PF number? So tell them, if usually if company size is small company, about 4 to 6 employees. Okay. Okay. So PF is not mandatory for that company. Tell them, in case if anyone asks you, do you have PF? Tell them mine is small company, only 4 employees are there. Okay. So we don't have PF facility. Tell them directly. If you mention PF again, you have to give UAN number and all. UAN number, PF number you have to provide. Where you can provide, you cannot give other numbers, right? They will easily track it. Okay, so if anyone asks you, do you have PF? If you have already like PF, again, guys, lot of people here, they are working in the colleges and all. You will have PF numbers. Don't give those PF numbers, guys. They can easily track it. HRs can easily track with the help of PF number in which organization you're working.
हाँ जरा
Please mute it. Please mute it. If you don't have questions, please mute it. Okay, clear, guys? Don't give the PF number. Don't, if you have PF number, don't give it to anyone or to HR and all. Tell them straight away, I don't have a PF. Okay, no problem. 90% HRs, they won't, okay, they won't create any issue. No problem, we'll create it for you. Okay, they will ask some details and all. They will ask some documents and all. You have to provide those documents. But if you tell I have PF, and if you give your PF number, existing PF number, it is difficult. 60% it won't be risky,
Sir,
but
PAN card number, sir. Sharmak,
no,
sir.
no, no, no.
For,
PAN card number,
they
what
ask
you will
PAN
give?
card.
PAN card number you can give it. PAN card number you can give
They
it, no
won't track, no,
problem.
sir, with PAN card. They won't
No,
track.
no, no.
with
They
PAN
they
card.
they can't talk. They can't track it using PAN card and all. Okay, so
Sir.
that's not an issue. Why? Because for scheduling any interview, they will ask these details. PAN card interview, sorry, PAN card details. They will ask you. So you have to provide your PAN card details and all. So not an issue. You can give it.
Sir,
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
small
tell me.
doubts.
Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, in creating the UN number, new UN number,
Hmm.
they used to ask our PAN number, no, sir.
Then you can
Then
give
they,
it.
then they will get the old UN number, no, sir.
That is not an issue. Okay, you can give it. See, for example, if you give the direct PF number, they will also came to know in which organization you're working. Okay, UAN number you can give it, not an issue. That is a old UAN and it is not working. You can tell some reasons and all. But if you directly give UAN number, they can easily track it which company you worked for. Okay, so the HRs will have more permissions in the PF website.
Yes, sir.
They can see a lot of things. Okay, so that's why make sure, even though you have PF number, try to avoid it. Okay, if don't have any choice, then you can give it. Okay, so guys, any questions, any doubts? No questions? Yeah, tell me. Sorry, shift timings. Shift timings depends, guys. Okay, morning shift usually some companies 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, and again, yes, you are correct. Sometimes, okay, interviewers will ask what is morning shift timings and all. Okay, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. or else 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, so like this it will be. Afternoon shift might be 12. Some people, some companies, it will start at afternoon 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, or else 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. So like that it will be. Okay, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, so these are the common shift timings and all. And again, it depends upon the company to company. Night shift, overnight shift shifts are there. Semi night shifts are there. Evening 6 to, or else evening 5 to early morning 1 o'clock, like that. 8 hours or 9 hours difference. Okay, so night shift, complete night shift means night 10 to morning 7. Okay, so like that it will be the shifts and all. Okay, you can tell, you can choose any timings. Okay, clear? Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
No questions. Yeah, tell me. Any questions?
Tanmay, regarding for certification, I have a question like
Yeah, tell me.
how to get a Microsoft certification.
Certification, guys. Yes, I want to tell you one important thing. Certification, on-prem certifications are retired. Okay. So there are no more certifications for on-prem. On-prem means on-premises, the servers which we are using SQL Server 2016, 17 and all. If you want, you have to go for cloud certification, Azure certification and all. Now, since January 2021 itself, sorry, Microsoft stopped all the on-prem certifications. Earlier, before January 31st, 2021, we used to have SQL Server 2016 certification. There are two papers, 7764, 7765, two papers. You have to clear those two papers. I am not sure whether we can clear the exams now with the same papers and all, but certifications are retired from January 2021, almost 10 months back itself. Okay, so there are no more certifications. If you still want to go for certifications, you can go for any Azure certification, basic Azure certifications and all. You can go and you can clear it. You can search in the Google also. Certifications, on-prem certification. Microsoft decided to stop the certifications for on-prem servers. Correct me if I am wrong. Just go and Google it. And in case if I am wrong, just correct me. Why? Because I tried a lot. I searched. I just want to search for the old students and all. They ask certifications and all, but I am unable to get the details. As of now, there are no more certifications for on-prem servers. Clear? Any issues, any doubts in these questions?
Sir, if we closed our PF account, still they can see our PF account number, sir. HRs.
Not like that. It depends. Usually HR can easily track, okay, the PF history and all. Usually they can track it, even though you closed it also, still it will show you in the history only, right? So they can track it. If it is 1 year, 2 years over, might be they cannot track. Usually, normally they can track it easily. Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts?
Sir, what is your notice period? Are you ready to join
Very
immediately?
good. Okay. Yeah, very good question. What is your notice period? Azure SQL DB training, sir. No go over then. Unfortunately, I don't know Azure SQL DB. I started practicing Azure SQL DB and all. Once I'm perfect, once I got some hands-on experience, definitely I'll take some sessions. Okay. My next target is Azure SQL DB only. Okay. Right. So Hassan, what is your question? What is your notice period? Okay, very good question, Hassan. Okay, so notice period is very important, guys. So usually they are going to prefer immediate joiners. Okay, immediate joiners means if you can join immediately or in a week or in 2 weeks time, then that's fine. Mostly they are going to look for 15 days or immediate joiners. Already if you resign from the company and if you are waiting for the job, you are immediate joiner. Okay, mention in the headline, resume headline, mention clearly, I'm an immediate joiner. If you mention like that, you will get more calls. Believe me, this is one technique, one tip to get extra calls. If you are giving 2 months notice period, 3 months notice period, believe me, guys, very rarely you will get the calls. You will get the calls, but they don't wait till 2 months, 3 months and all. They will ask you, can you resign or else is there any buyout option? Okay, they will ask you, they will give you a lot of options, but try to include immediate joiner in the resume headline or 15 days notice period in the resume headline so that you will get more calls when compared to others.
Sir, that means we are resigned to company.
Yes, immediate joiners
already
means you already resigned, you are waiting for another job.
Okay, sir.
Your
Means
last
up to now
working
you
day
did
is
not get
completed.
any
Yeah,
Okay, last one day is completed.
last working day is completed.
Okay, so what is the last working day they will ask me? So
You have to,
one
guys,
day.
again, one more important thing. What is your last working day means don't tell any Saturday, Sundays and all. Okay, make sure, okay, you are just giving a proper date and make sure that is not a public holiday also. Don't tell October 2nd is my last working day or August 15th is my last working day. Okay, so you know, right? So those are the public holidays. You cannot tell public holidays as a last work. They will immediately, okay, I'll get back to you. That's it. Key, phone disconnected.
Any offers in your hand?
Very good question. Any offers in your hand? Tell them as of now I don't have any offers. If you have any offers, you can tell them. But don't tell them, okay? Even if you don't have offers, if you tell I have some offers, then they will ask you which company it is, how much they offered. Immediately you will get the same questions. Okay, and if you tell,
Today I got a call from Microsoft, sir.
okay, very good.
Yeah, they asked. They did not get up to now. You have not get any offers right now. Why you don't get any offers? They asked it, sir. I said I don't have any offers. Yeah.
Tell him,
That is
okay.
18 months contract.
Recently only I uploaded resume. This is your
18 months contract. It is 18 months contract. That is 18 months contract. They said, why you don't get any offers from 1 month? They asked it, sir.
Yeah, you
No
cannot.
answer.
I
I'm unable
cannot
to say.
expect the questions. Why you did not get any? What? What I can answer for that question also? Why you're not getting offers? Okay, tell them. Okay, I got calls, but some people schedule, some people not schedule the interviews and all. So you can tell like that. Okay, guys, clear? Any issues? Any doubts? And guys, I'll tell you, like, this is one important tip to get the calls, more calls and all. And another important tip is try to keep updating your resume, keep update every day, morning 9 to 10. If possible, try just install Naukri app in your mobile and try to update for every 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, every 1 hour, try to update it. You will get the more calls. Okay. Everyone will update daily morning 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. But what is the difference between you and him? Okay, so make sure you're updating regularly and make sure as per the job description you are changing. Guys, this is also very important thing. They will apply, they will post the jobs in the Naukri. You can see the job description, right? Based on the job description, you can prepare your resume so that your resume will be shortlisted definitely. Based on the JD, don't copy paste everything, but whatever they mentioned in the JD, try to include it in your resume. At least the keywords, try to include in your resume, you will get the calls. From JD, you can prepare the resume itself. Then also you will get good calls. That is also one more tip. Yeah, tell me.
So what is portfolio, sir?
Portfolio,
attach your portfolio.
portfolio means your resume only. Your companies, which
Okay,
companies you worked, okay? Sometimes they will ask you portfolio and all. Let me reopen the meeting link. Please join immediately, guys.